It's Archie Slamer for International Boxing News, and I'm joined by Johnny Fisher today. Johnny, how are you?
Good, thanks Archie. How are you, mate?
All good, all the better for interviewing you today.
Good man.
Before your spar with Daniel Dubois,
yes,
ahead of his fight on November 26th.
That's it.
Just to start off with, how was your training camp out in Las Vegas, training for Joe Joyce for his fight against Joseph Parker?
Brilliant, brilliant. I could see some marked differences and marked improvements in Joe Joyce and how he's gelling with Ismail Salas, and that only developed me further as well. So we got some great spars in, sparred Carlos Takam as well, and great to be in Vegas. What a place to do a training camp.
I was going to say, obviously talking about Ismail Salas, obviously you've got Mark Tibbs here.
Yeah.
What was there anything you took from his training in particular?
Oh yeah, just like different style. It's like the way you throw your punches. It's all about the mechanics when you're with Ismail Salas, the house of fundamentals. So how you throw your jab, how you throw your right hand, very basic stuff. But you can't forget the basic things in boxing, especially heavyweight boxing, because you throw a good jab, you throw a good right hand, you can move a little bit. That's a good recipe for being a top heavyweight, and it's all stuff that we can bring back here with me, Mark, Jimmy Tibbs, and work on that and gel it into our own style. When
you was out there, obviously your mum and dad did actually come and surprise you. How did that feel?
Well, at the time, Shane, my manager, said, oh, we're going to go and meet some, got a group of ladies want to come out for a bit of dinner, and they was trying to surprise me. I was like, oh, this will be brilliant. And I walked out there, and then I turned around and Big John standing there, my mum, like, I'm a bit disappointed really. I thought he was going out to take some ladies out for dinner, but no, it was good. It was great to see my mum and dad, and some great, my dad got to watch a bit of sparring, spent a few days with mum and dad, which was brilliant. Really.
To say your dad is very obviously proud of yourself, and so is your mum. He said he was really proud of you in the interview he'd done with us. How does that make you feel? Obviously your family are obviously so proud of you.
It's brilliant, it's brilliant. You do it, I like boxing because it makes my family proud, it makes people who want to watch me proud, and all my supporters, I'm trying to do them, they inspire me to do better. So it's great to know I've got their support, and it does make a massive difference. When times get hard, you remember why you do it. You do it not just for yourself, but everyone who's supporting you as well.
Obviously your next fight is on October 29th for the OVO Wembley Arena.
Yeah.
Is there any news on an opponent? Obviously I was just speaking to Shane, and one of your opponents, even two of your opponents, has pulled out. Yeah, well, one of my opponents, there was a 4-0 guy, he couldn't fight for whatever reason, and then we had a 10-2 guy who looks pretty lively. He's not an option either now either, so we're just trying to work out an opponent. It's quite frustrating sometimes, but all I've got to do is focus on what I've got to do. I don't worry about who I'm fighting. It will work out as it's meant to. There is a fight in the future that might obviously happen. I'm sure this has been asked you many times. Chris Lovejoy.
Chris Lovejoy.
Apparently he did say on an interview with No Smoke Boxing that fight is actually agreed for next year.
I'm ready to go. It's agreed in principle. I can shake his hand now that I want to have that fight. So whether he wants it or not, it's up to him. Everything my side will be done. We're up for it. It's just up to him. We know we've had a few issues with him before. Remember he came over to fight Dave Allen. He's got to sort his issues out, but that is a fight that my fans want to see. That's a fan that the Romford Bull Army wants to see. And listen, it's ready to rock and roll next summer.
Would that be in the UK?
Oh yeah, we want it in the UK. We want to do the press conference in the Rabbits as well, the local pub that I work at as well. You can have a nice little clotted cream cheesecake as he's mouthing off.
That's perfect. How do you believe you win against Chris Lovejoy?
I think it'll be a knockout later on. It was round 6, round 7, round 8, if we do an 8-rounder or a 10-rounder. But he's a big man, very strong. He's obviously got 20 knockouts. We don't know too much about him, so we can't underestimate him either. I know we had that fight with Manuel Char, we can look into that a little bit, but we don't know. He's knocked 20 people out, so he's going to be tough, he's going to be strong, so I've got to be careful, and he's a big old lump, so it's going to be an interesting one, and he's got a lot of mouth about him, so it'll be a great build-up as well. And
just lastly from me, for not few people that have not seen you fight, do you have if you just look into the camera and say one thing that they'll expect on your performance on October 29th?
Lads, October 29th, we're going to have a great night. Jabs, right hands, left hooks, and plenty of Campo prawns. BOSH!
Lovely, thank you Johnny Fisher for talking to International Boxing News.
Cheers mate.